What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of 2 Goals, 1 Cup. How you feeling, man?
Good.
Yeah?
It's another good week to be a Bayern fan.
It's a Harry Kane week.
It is a Harry Kane week.
Yeah, he's, I'm wondering, would other, elite to, medium elite Premier League players do just as well in the Premier League? You don't think
in the Bundesliga, you mean?
Yeah, in the
No,
Bundesliga.
I don't think so. Harry Kane's just that good.
Yeah.
He is everything that I knew he would be.
Yeah, I don't know. He just, it's like he cannot stop.
Nope.
He cannot stop. I get nervous every time he goes down because he does this wincing thing or his back or whatever for his ankles or his back or something like that. And I'm like, man, I really hope he doesn't get hurt.
He's just really slow.
Yeah. But he's always where he needs to be.
Always.
Yeah, always. But yeah, another Harry Kane week. Let's start with the Galatasaray game with your favorite Joshua Kimmich in the lineup.
Yeah, Kimmich was the second best player on the field, I think, other than Harry Kane, but that's just my opinion.
That's just your opinion?
Yeah, 90 minutes, 91% accurate passing, 3 key passes, long balls, crosses, everything successful.
Yeah.
Ground duels, 75%. Aerial duels, 100%. Only lost possession 11 times. 2 interceptions, 3 tackles. He didn't have a bad game.
No. The first half of the game, it was, we weren't doing very well. They weren't doing as well. They had that one chance with Icardi. That was pretty good.
So when he tried to chip Neuer?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why you try to chip Neuer when he's basically standing up, but...
Yeah, because he's
weird.
Cocky little guy.
Yeah, little guy. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, it was definitely a different game when the Galatasaray fans aren't there. There was obviously Galatasaray fans. Anybody that's lived in Germany knows that there's a huge Turkish population, so I was interested to see how many.
I'd be interested to see what the final ticket sales look like, because I bet there was a lot of Turkish people there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I played with a lot of Turkish people when I was coming up, and so yeah, they're there. They brought me in as one of their own.
What'd you think of Kimmich in his game?
Yeah, I thought that the game was slower. I really did. I felt like he did his thing. Statistically, he doesn't miss, right? If you're just looking at stats, you're not watching the game.
Well, I do watch. I watch every game.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, if someone were to just look at the stats, then they would be like, "Yo, Kimmich he's bossing the game." But it's just the way that the team plays. Now he did less of it. I will give him that. He did less of the calling for the ball and all that stuff. So I think that was great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was we won. We won,
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest Bayern game at all.
No.
It was very, very slow, especially in the first half.
Yes.
Nobody really did too much of anything.
We hit the post. We, Sane, could have scored early on.
Yeah.
He had that amazing breakaway.
Mm-hmm.
But, and that was a Müller pass, wasn't it?
No.
No, I might be getting confused with the...
Muller didn't... he did. He played 40 minutes.
Yeah, I feel like that was a Müller pass, because it looked like a Harry Kane ball. But I think Müller might have...
No, I think you're right. I had to look at the actual match. Yeah, because Jamal Musiala came out injured in the 40th minute. That's right.
Mm. Yeah, and that's a shame, that he's injured again. Maybe this season might not be his season to hit his stride like he did, in previous seasons.
But at the same time, maybe it's good for him to get some rest and kind of bounce back.
Yeah, if he's ever put in the right position. But you've been seeing the posts about Musiala being on the left.
Mm-hmm.
They're all listeners. They listen to us.
I know.
100%.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We are worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide!
No, but yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, it was a sloppy game all the way up until the 80th minute when and for how much crap you give Kimmich, he definitely put one on a platter for Harry Kane to head in for 1-0.
Yeah, and was it like, I think it was another same thing as last game against Galatasaray.
Mm-hmm.
They just got tired, you know?
Oh, yeah. I know.
They got tired.
70 minutes, after 70 minutes, Galatasaray is tired.
Yeah, I don't...
Playing again, you know, but that's part of Bayern's strategy, too, is to maintain possession and force the other teams to work hard in the press, and Galatasaray has a good press. Mm-hmm. It's just you can't do that for 90 minutes.
No, you can't.
And other than that, one chance that they had, they really didn't have any big chances.
Yeah, 6 minutes of extra time is a lot. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it's because they did a VAR check on Harry Kane's goal twice. Yeah. You remember? Yeah. Like, why? Yeah. VAR had a rough week, I think. Or was that no, it was in the Bundesliga?
No, that was his game. They were his goal against Galatasaray.
Yeah. It's twice, right?
Yeah, twice.
Like, first they looked to see if there was a foul, then they looked to see if there was offsides.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right. But
just say you don't like them.
Well, you know, some people in our Discord server are dead set that there's an agenda against Bayern.
There always is.
There always is.
Yeah, like literally since I was a fan.
Referees are trash. Yes. All of them.
You know, what do you think about Howard Webb? You remember Howard Webb, the Premier League ref?
Yeah, I know the name, but I don't.
But he was a great ref. I miss him. Bald dude, kind of big.
Was he the Italian one?
No, he was. I think he was like a cop on his off time or whatever. He was like a Manchester United.
I like the guy.
You talking the guy with the bug eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's good. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I want to find his name.
Oh, okay. But yeah, refereeing these days is just fucking freaking trash, and it's one of those things that that coupled with VAR, it kind of takes out the passion of the game in the moment.
Pierluigi Collina.
Oh, yeah.
The only referee to ever be on the cover of a football game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He was on Pro Evolution Soccer 3. But,
speaking of that, what do you think about FIFA coming back? FIFA is coming back with another game next year. Because right now we're on EA 24, right?
Yeah.
So FIFA's coming back with FIFA 25.
But is it an EA Sports game?
No, I don't think
it's going to be their own thing?
It's going to be their own thing. What are you going to do?
Nothing. I'm not going to buy either of them.
What is wrong with you, man? Just do it. Just fall into the monster.
No, because then what I do is I sit online and I buy stupid packs so I can get better players, and then I never get the good players, and then it's like, cool, I just wasted $30.
I never
plus the $90 that the game cost.
I never do what do you call that? It's Ultimate Team. I never do Ultimate Team. I just do.
I already do enough football simulation with Football Manager. I don't need to do it on a PlayStation either.
Oh man, but not. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, man, this is interesting. Like it's gonna be like it used to be like 2K and NBA Live and all that stuff.
Where like you start off from the bottom. Now I'm here.
Yeah.
No, I would play FIFA if they just had FIFA Street.
Oh my god, I miss FIFA Street.
Yes.
Yeah, not as an addition to.
Yeah, just like a standalone game. I don't need a. Well, I mean, even if it had a FIFA Street like portion of it, I might consider getting it.
Well, they have it now in FIFA 23, I feel like, or 22. That's when they started it. It's called Volta or Volt or something like that.
It's not the same. That's
similar.
Yeah.
But it's not like bouncing off of the wall.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That was crazy.
That's what I want.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was a good time because it was like NFL Street too, and that was good.
Yeah, they're all like that. And that's like, it went from backyard baseball to FIFA Street.
Yeah.
And then they haven't come out with a good game since.
Yeah, it's like they don't listen to the fans, but people still buy it, so they're going to keep doing it.
Because it makes so much money. And it's the nostalgia of it, like playing FIFA Street. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Like, I can do a career mode as Matthias Tell like you like to do.
I do.
Or I could do Football Manager where I manage everything and have won 65 trophies in, a 15-year period. Yeah. And I don't have to create a player.
Speaking of...
And Erling Haaland scores 125 goals in a calendar year.
Speaking of, though, Matthias Tell on Arsenal right now is on track to be signed for Real Madrid at the end of the season. Just so you're tracking.
Well, I don't understand it. Like, is it like, to be signed by Real Madrid, you have to score 4 bicycle kicks and get 16 finesse goals and,
it's like that.
And 35 through balls.
Yeah, chips and all that stuff.
Oh, my God. That's not fun.
What are you talking... Okay, whatever. So, after Real Madrid, I'm debating on whether or not to... Oh, I am going to send him to Italy, but I don't know if I'm going to send him to Juventus or AC Milan. And then...
Send him to Napoli so he can play with Victor Osimhen.
No, because he wouldn't start, because they don't play with 2 up top. They only play with 1.
You play him as a winger, like we've been saying he is.
No, but I don't get to choose where I get to play. Like, whatever Tell is...
Well, you must not be good enough for the coach, then. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Bayern.
We don't have to go too far, because Matthias Tell assisted Harry Kane's second goal in that Galatasaray game.
No, that was...
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was, actually. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he got in earlier.
Yeah.
He got in a lot earlier.
72nd minute. Yeah. So credit to Thomas Tuchel for, I guess, subbing 10 minutes earlier. But
he's a listener.
What I will say, though, is that, Galatasaray scored their goal in like the 90th minute, 91st minute. And the only reason I think they scored is because we subbed out Upa because he's still coming back from an injury.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that more with the Heidenheim game too, but what are your thoughts on that? Would you rather risk him for the last 30 minutes of a game or sub him out like Thomas Tuchel did?
I think that sports science has come such a long way. I think that it's amazing how they can make you wear those sports bras and then figure out like where you're at physically. I think that it's a good thing that we take them out. Actually, let me back up. I think that it's good that before the game starts, they tell the coach, hey, he can only play 60 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think that it's smart because we're already thin. Yes, January is, what is it? It's about to be Thanksgiving. So January is
right around the corner. But just because the transfer window is open doesn't mean we're going to get anybody good, good enough to start. So I have a feeling, a sneaky suspicion that the Paulinho deal is already done.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. But that's the center. That's the CDM. I'm talking about center back, man.
Yeah.
I wish that we could just click X and get Stanisic back, and just have to pay a fine.
The club would have to agree to it, but
but wait, really? The losing club has to agree to it? That's crazy. But anyway,
because they sign a contract.
I guess. Well, that's what the Bible... no, never mind. But yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's good. It sucks because we don't have any depth, but for the long term, I think that it's a great idea.
Yeah,
Kim hasn't been getting subbed out though.
Right. The reason Kim,
because
he's the monster. He don't need to be subbed out. But no, the reason I said that is Fulham's been linked with a couple center mids now. Over the last couple of weeks, so I think they're testing the market to see kind of what's available.
Yeah, I wouldn't definitely be upset, but if he comes, who do you go? Kimmich, or obviously Kimmich is a fan favorite, a coach favorite, so Goretzka doesn't start. Goretzka's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, but it's not. In my mind, it's dependent upon the team we're playing, right? Mm-hmm. Like if we need a center defensive mid who is going to go in and win tackles and break up counterattacks, then I think Paulinho is the option. If you're playing a team that is, I don't want to say worse in quality, but not a top team, I think you opt to go with like Goretzka because you're adding that additional attacker.
Yeah.
And you're kind of sacrificing that center stability for that additional attacker.
Or maybe, what happens instead is you still start all three of them, Goretzka, Kimmich, Paulinho, and with Musiala being injured for whoever knows, someone at the top three, or top four, is going to have to be sacrificed. It's not going to be Sane, it's not going to be Coman, it's not going to be Kane.
Right.
So the cam position is the only one that would be sacrificed. And Kimmich, I could see them putting Kimmich as the center attacking mid.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, or it would be more like it'd be like a 4-3-3 almost instead of a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Where the midfielders form a triangle.
Yeah.
So you got one forward and two behind. And then Goretzka would be your box to box. Paulinho would be your center defensive mid. And then Kimmich would be pushed up just a little bit more. Yeah. And I think Kimmich, if that happens, I think you'll see a different Kimmich. When he does not have to go back as much or be like that defender, I think that'll unlock his creativity quite a bit. And that's kind of what we've been waiting for too. It's we know Kimmich is creative, but man, he's not a good defender.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking when you were saying, so he doesn't have to go back. He doesn't go back now. He's not a good defender now.
Or he puts his foot out and does I'm gonna poke at the ball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna poke at the ball.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating.
Yeah. You know what else is frustrating in these past two games is Alphonso Davies. His speed has gotten him out of a lot of situations, and his extra, touch to get him out of situations. But like when he's playing around in the back, that gives me a heart attack every time, and I don't understand why. Well, I guess I understand.
I mean, that one time that he actually did well.
Yeah. Coming
out of the back, he beat like three players. He like toasted them.
Yeah.
Around one, jumped the tackle, megged the third dude, and it's like that's the Alphonso Davies that I want, but it's not as consistent, I think, as it has been in the past.
So then the question is was that luck?
I don't think it's luck. I mean, he meant to do all those things.
I think he was lucky to get out of that situation because he's not doing that every time.
No, his passes are terrible too. Yeah. And then it's kind of the question, like, would you be okay with Alphonso Davies leaving? I think we talked about this the other week.
It's a mixed bag for me because I like him. Like, I really do. But I like David Alaba as well.
A rumor he could come back.
Man, I want to talk about rumors later. But yeah, I like him. I think that he has tremendous speed. I think that going forward he provides a lot, especially if he's like overlapping.
But he doesn't though. His passes are trash.
Well, that's the thing. Like
all season, it's been like that.
But instead of letting him cut in, it's just wasted. If he cuts in, it's wasted.
Yeah, because he's getting onto his right foot.
Exactly. All I want to see him do is overlap. If you get the ball, great. If you don't, great. It's fine. You're drawing somebody, but overlap, cross with your left. Overlap, cross with your left. That's the only thing that I want to see him do. Yeah. And that's not happening. And I think that if he were to show a little bit more positional discipline, then I think that he would be unstoppable. He would be unstoppable. That breakthrough season that he had, where he scored against Chelsea, like all that stuff, he stayed in his position. Yeah. He did the overlaps.
It's hard though with Leroy Sané on that side sometimes.
Dude, you got to figure it out. You're a professional. Figure it out.
I don't know. I like Alphonso Davies. I want him to stay at Bayern, but if Real Madrid came calling and they offered a significant amount of money, I think the smart decision would be to move on.
Carlo Ancelotti plays positionally.
He'll do it incredibly well at Bayern or at Real Madrid, excuse me.
Yeah, he'll do well, but it's just I want him to stay. I think that he's a Bayern player. I think that he is just one of those players that's like, and then plus his personality and what he brings to the dressing room, I'm assuming, it's just great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more worried about it because him and Musiala are best friends, and we definitely want Musiala to stay.
Oh, my God,
yeah. That plays into it as well, but yeah, be interested to see what happens.
We'll see. But anyway, the Heidenheim game. What did you think about that?
The 4-2 win.
Shouldn't have been 2.
I agree. No, I mean, we started the game off again quickly. Harry Kane, first goal. Guess what?
Leroy Sané corners.
It's back-to-back games with a goal from a set piece.
Yes.
From a Sané corner.
And for the past few years, we haven't been doing good on set pieces. I wonder why that is.
It's Anthony Barry. He's one of our coaches.
Yeah.
He's been working on set pieces.
Yeah,
It's a credit to him.
Why would you leave Harry Kane alone in the box? That's just so dumb.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking.
Like, he had no one around him.
Oh, all he had to do was jump.
Yeah,
like he jumped and still credit to him though, because that's still a hard header to get a lot of power on it.
Yeah.
Like the way he was, like I don't know how he generated that much power, but he basically all he had to do was like push his head through it, but it was perfectly accurate.
He has that core strength that you and I don't have. That's what it is.
I got a different kind of core strength.
Oh man, but no, I think that the Harry Kane header, that was great. Sané's corner, that was great. I did see him do a wider free kick, or not free kick, corner. Mm-hmm. And I was like, please don't ever do that again. Like, that was stupid.
Yeah, our corners are great when we hit them with pace.
Yeah, and
you hit them to the penalty spot. You know, and then the thing is, I don't expect a perfect corner every time.
No.
Right. I mean, part of me does, because it's like you're a professional. You should be able to put the ball wherever you want.
Right.
But at the same time, Sané's are just significantly better than Kimmich's, and I don't understand. Now, I think Kimmich's free kicks, if we're lofting them into the box, are better.
Yeah, because Sané most of the time just shoots.
Right. What I'm saying is Kimmich's skill set on set pieces designed for that, to hit very accurate passes. Mm-hmm. The thing about Kimmich's crosses, like his corners, they're very accurate because they go to the same spot. Mm-hmm. Every time. It's just the wrong spot in my mind.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to go to the back post.
Yeah. No,
maybe last year when we had nobody who could head the ball, but now you have Harry Kane in there.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, and he's clearly shown that he can get on the end of a header that is hitting with a little bit of pace. Yeah, so that's what we need to start doing. And then it gives the goalie less time to react. It gives the defenders less time to react. Like, it just does not make sense to me to skyball a corner to the back post.
Yeah, I think that even his first goal too, Harry Kane, because the header was his second goal.
Yeah.
The first goal though, where he turned, he turned on a dime. That was awesome.
Yeah. Well, and that's, again, we talked about this last week. He is such a good finisher.
Yeah.
Like, all he needs is a half inch of space. Not a half inch, because that isn't a lot, but a half yard of space.
Yeah.
And he can hit it.
Yeah.
Accurately. I mean, that's horrible defending by Heidenheim, but when you allow Harry Kane to turn in the box, I mean, the goalie didn't even move. No. Like, the goalie could have done way better. He had his whole right side covered by the 3 defenders in front of the ball. Mm-hmm. Like, it would have taken something more special to go far post than it is to go near post, and he didn't even move for it. So,
no.
But again, Harry Kane hits the ball so hard, without really needing any space to do it.
He's unstoppable right now, and I love it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I love it. It's 2 goals in 2 games, or 4 goals in 2 games.
No,
he's at 17 now
in the league.
The Bundesliga, he's 17 goals.
Yeah.
He's just a machine. Mm-hmm. He's just a machine.
Mr. Consistency. And that's what I'm saying. He's at 17, and we've had, 12 match days?
Yeah.
So a little over a third of the way there, but he's on pace to break Lewandowski's record.
He only had it for 1 season, didn't it?
Yeah, but only 1 season. I mean, it's still impressive.
Well, 2.
2.
Yeah,
2
seasons.
Yeah, you just said that.
Yeah.
It's still impressive, right?
Yeah.
I wish Lewandowski the best, but also not really.
I was going to say, he's not a Bayern Munich player anymore. I don't care. Good riddance. Never heard of her. Don't even know who that is. But yeah, man. No, it was, we could talk about each of the goals, right? I thought that it was interesting. One of the things that I thought was interesting was, Matthias Tell did assist Choupo-Moting's goal. That's 2 assists in 2 games.
Yeah.
I wonder why Choupo didn't celebrate. Do you think he's getting fed up?
Fed up with what?
Not starting?
Well,
Not
you
playing?
can't start over Harry Kane. Like,
Yeah, but I mean...
no,
I don't think he's the
so.
same personality as Ulreich. I don't think he's in the same personality type.
Yeah, but Choupo has been a loyal servant to the club for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's older. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's fed up. I think it was just the 85th minute and he was tired because he came in at 60.
Nah, man. I don't know. Maybe there's something behind the scenes. Maybe he's like, yo, I should be getting a little bit more playing time. Or maybe right now he's 3rd in the pecking order. 4th to come in as far as subs
Harry
go.
Kane. You got Matthias Tell. You got who's ahead?
Like ahead of him as far as subs go. They're subbing in Tell, Müller. They're subbing in, and then Harry Kane is starting. So Choupo is the fourth person, the third.
Yeah, but
person.
they never put Thomas Muller as a striker.
I know, but they sub him in before they sub in Choupo. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, but that makes sense.
I don't know, man. I'm not saying anything as far as like, oh man, he's ready to leave the club. I could see him leaving. Man.
I could see him leaving, 100%.
I could see him leaving.
Hopefully, some Saudi club offers Bayern $40 million.
They print money over there.
I know.
Yeah, I could see him going to Saudi, but like I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like he's that type of money. I don't think he's a money chaser.
Well, what he strikes me as is a workman who's like, all right, now I'm going to go get paid, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I think I could see him going to
MLS.
Nah, Syria. I could see him going to Syria.
For who though?
Someone.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. But yeah. Again, though, and this is kind of where my frustration is with this game, is we took Upa out in the 60th minute again.
Yeah, but still, again, with the sports science thing, it has to be for a reason. It has to be. I mean, we have a lot.
Yeah, he's probably not 100%, but
yeah.
The thing is, we put that game because it was 2-0 at that point. We sub in Guerrero for Upa. We move Goretzka back to center back, and then we give up 2 goals in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I'd rather him be healthy and us not be without him.
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. But again, then was happy to see Guerrero get his goal, though. The winning goal.
Yeah. Guerrero did get his goal. That was cool. He did the slide.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
A little too early, I think. Yeah. You gotta get over the flag. He did it at 18.
I think he was afraid that if he ran all the way to the flag, he would have got injured.
Yeah, a couple more steps. Woo.
Yeah, but yeah, Guerrero got his goal, so that's good. Bounced around a lot, Sane gave up on the play because he was like, "Oh my god!" And then next thing you know, he sees the ball in the back of the net, and he turns around. He's like, "What?"
Yeah. So what I will say, Pavlovic had a good game.
Yes, yes, he did.
So I'm going to read some of his stats, but he had 89 touches. He had 71 out of 77 accurate passes for 92%. And they weren't short all the time. He had a couple long balls as well that were good. He won about half his ground duels. He did not win a lot of aerial duels, which I get that. Possession lost was 9 times. Now, what I will say is that it was a very good... He exceeded my expectations in that start, but also made a couple mistakes that almost cost the team. That did cost the team.
But he's also young.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it was a good outing for him, but it could have been better.
Yeah. I think it was impressive.
He's so cool on the ball, calm and collected on the ball.
He plays older than he is.
Right.
Yeah.
But he did the fucking Kimmich turn.
He did say that was one of his inspirations.
Yeah, great. No, I'm just kidding. But he did it, and I was like, eh. He lost out on the ball a couple times, but I think the team's putting him in that situation unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna pass it to him and you see he's got a player running on his back, I'm not saying you don't hit it to him, but just be a little bit more careful.
Yeah. I think though that him going forward though was good. I think that he did very well. Positionally, he did all right. You know, he didn't do anything. He wasn't caught out. You know, and I think that was good. Credit to the senior players around him for giving him the confidence to go do what he needs to do. And yeah, I think that was great. It's kind of like one of those things like, oh man, if he's starting, why isn't Tell starting? It's different. Kimmich is out. If Kimmich is not red carded, he's not starting. And so he took his opportunity, took his chance. And
but I think he has shown that he deserves more minutes. Yeah. We've been saying it all year, but I thought he had a good outing. Yeah. What'd you think about their 2 goals that they scored?
Unnecessary, as always. We should have a clean sheet every game.
Should.
In my mind.
But the thing is, I have a hard... I don't blame Thomas Tuchel for the goals that we give up. And if we didn't give up those goals, nobody would even be talking about Thomas Tuchel, so to speak. You cannot expect Bayern to not give up goals when you are running a back line of Mazraoui, Goretzka, Guerrero, and...
What was it, Sarr, wasn't it?
And Bruno Sarr.
He almost got a goal. If he would have actually put something on it, he would have got a goal.
The point I'm making is that I forgot he played, actually. But if that's our back line, you can't expect clean sheets. That's the thing.
But look at our back line for the 2014 World Cup.
What, in Germany?
Yeah, all center backs. All center backs.
We don't have enough center backs to do that.
No, I'm just saying, they're all professionals, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
These guys 100% are all get professionals.
But it's one thing to be able to play, but it's another thing to expect them to get clean sheets.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's annoying because I know that we can be better. We don't need to be giving up these easy goals, at all. But we are. Luckily, we were able to come back because that would have been really embarrassing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not that we came back. We decided to put the foot on the gas again.
Yeah, we did. We put the foot on the gas. Happy about it. At the end of the day, we won.
Yeah.
They're not always going to be pretty. They're not always going to be, 5-0.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're still doing good. We're still neck and neck with Bayer Leverkusen, and it's
played 11, not 12, like we said earlier.
What do you mean?
Played 11 games, not 12.
Oh.
Yeah. But so, and this is an interesting thing, right? Because we are now officially 1/3 of the way through the season. Leverkusen won yesterday, 4-0. So
they did.
Yeah. But Bayern Munich has scored 42 goals and given up 9.
Yeah.
We are on pace to score 126 goals.
How many has Leverkusen conceded?
10.
Oh, we're way better, bro.
Yeah. Way better defense. Leipzig's only given up 10.
Yeah.
But, and Eintracht Frankfurt's given up 11. They just can't score.
Yeah.
That's all. But, yeah, I mean, so, we're on pace to have our best offensive year ever.
It doesn't mean anything if we're getting kicked out of the Pokal and we're getting kicked out, not winning.
Well, this is the thing, right? Who's going to break first? Is Leverkusen going to drop points?
I don't see them dropping points until we play them.
At home?
Yeah, I don't see them dropping points until it's ours to lose. And I think
we have to win every game too.
It's kind of like with the Premier League with Arsenal, Man City last year.
Mm-hmm.
When they played each other, that was one of the first times that they dropped points, and then after that, it was like a domino effect.
Yeah. Maybe.
And so I that's what I see happening. Love Xavi Alonso. I don't necessarily... Okay, am I alone in this? I don't necessarily see him as a Bayern Munich legend.
No.
He happened to retire at Bayern Munich, but I don't see him as a Bayern Munich legend.
No, he's not.
But you see posts like that where he's considered a legend with Philipp Lahm and Bastian Schweinsteiger and stuff like that.
No.
He's not a legend, a Bayern
No,
Munich
he's not.
legend. He's a football legend,
Right.
but you got to put in some blood and sweat equity to be a Bayern Munich legend.
Yeah, I don't think he's a legend either, but
That's like Koln. Who else retired? Has Vidal retired yet?
no, I don't know. I don't follow him.
Arturo. Yeah, he was a liability. But anyway, you ready to discuss the rumor that I want to talk about?
No, I have
No?
some other stuff to talk about
right,
first.
right,
We'll get to those. What I did want to talk about was the Bayern report that just came out.
What is it?
The supervisory report, like for the 2023.
Okay. I thought you were about to hit us with some breaking news.
No breaking news. No, they came. So they had their annual conference.
Yeah.
And record revenue this
Every
year.
year is record revenue.
Well, yeah, $913 million US.
Jesus.
It's an increase of 30% over the previous year.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally, Bayern Munich has been a fiscally responsible team.
Yeah.
Fiscally responsible. Just smart. Just, we don't overspend. We live inside our means.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things that you kind of expect that, I guess. So when I see, like, oh, record revenue, it's like, yeah, duh. You know, like, that's what we do. We're not Chelsea. We're not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not Barcelona, for God's sake. You know?
I wonder how many levers Bayern Munich has to pull.
For what?
If we ever had to.
Oh, yeah.
I bet we could get billions of dollars.
Probably.
No. But so our numbers across the board increased.
Yeah.
We now have 316,000 official registered members, which is the largest out of any club.
Wow.
And our post-tax profit or pre-tax profit, one of the two, rose by like 30 million too.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to be a club that is financially independent of things. And
That's what I love about Bayern Munich is we are not beholden to anybody.
Yeah.
There's only 3 people who have a stake in Bayern Munich.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 3 companies: Audi, Allianz, and I think Adidas are the 3.
Okay.
And then 25% is owned by, and that, so each of their shares is 8.3 or 8.3%, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
8.3%, because that brings up to 25%, and then another group has it 25%, and then the fans are obviously 51%.
Fan-owned club, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Take notes of the clubs. Take notes.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about, is how much better Bayern Munich is run than... I think Bayern Munich is by far the best run club in the world.
Yeah. From
start to finish. The only thing Bayern does not do well is PR for our players.
Yeah. But you can't have everything.
No.
You can't have everything.
But you can dream.
Yeah, let's see what we do with all this record revenue.
I mean, we bought Harry Kane for $100 million and still made a profit in the transfer window.
Not 100 million, 95
plus
add-ons.
You're right, 95 plus add-ons. Suck it, Levy.
Suck it, Levy.
But yeah, so I mean, it's just good to see. And what frustrates me is that other Bundesliga clubs are not following that same model. They do abide by the 50+1, but even Lothar Matthaus came out and basically said Dortmund needs to do better.
Yeah.
They need to go on tour. They need to increase their exposure to the worldwide population. Yeah. They cannot just stick in their little bubble of Dortmund and surrounding areas in Germany. Dortmund has 2 types of fans. 1, the ones who are from around there. 2, German people who don't like Bayern Munich because they're so successful.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bayern Munich's not doing they're doing their winter training, but they're not leaving.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I've never been a fan of winter training camps in like Doha or Abu Dhabi or Dubai or any of that stuff. I would much rather they stay at Sabnerstrasse and train.
Yeah.
No, they're not going to be tired. They're not going to be, you know what I mean? It's you were there to do a job. You're not there to go on vacation. They're having like a one day where they like have a team building thing, like 2 days.
The mountains or whatever.
Yeah. Sounds like some. Well, never mind. I won't say it.
Yeah, that's some forced fun. Yeah. But I think that Dortmund do need to do the USA tours or the Asia tours.
They would do well. They would do well in Asia.
Yeah, they would do very well.
And I think they would do well in.
I think they do well in America.
Yeah, in the U.S.
Yeah, I think they would do well in America.
Outside of that, like they will not do well in South America. That's why Bayern doesn't really. I was going to say I don't think Bayern would do well in South America. They don't.
We do well in I think Africa. I think we would do well in Africa.
Probably, yeah.
But is the infrastructure there?
No.
Well, I will tell you this. I've been doing this assignment on South Africa for my school, and South Africa.
What's a country?
That's what I'm saying, though, man.
That's one country.
Do South Africa
in the continent of Africa.
Hey, y'all know where we at? Pull up like that.
Well, it's a big difference. Like South Africa versus like Somalia, or any of the other. Like there's not that many places that the security would be good enough to host them. I think
maybe, but all I know is that other Bundesliga clubs, Frankfurt, just. They would bring in so much more money. I'm waiting for our turn, right? So you remember, and when I say our turn, I'm talking about like financially, as far as the league goes. You remember Juventus? Everybody's going to Juventus because that's where all the money was, right? Mm-hmm. Then it changed the tide to the Premier League. I'm waiting for our turn.
It's never going to happen.
But even outside of, like, even in the Premier League, they don't. There's teams that go do tours, but they don't do tours. The whole league isn't doing tours.
No, but your TV deals are good enough in the Premier League where you don't really have to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in the Bundesliga, that's not the case.
Yeah.
So even if, like the top 6 teams in Europe or in England, in the EPL all do the tours.
Yeah.
The bottom teams don't. Luton Town's not going on tour. You know what I mean?
I did a season as Luton Town because I wanted to see if I can go from all the way down there.
Did you send Matthias Teller on loan?
Nah. First person I bought was Renato Sanchez.
That's crazy that they could even afford him.
Hey, man. No, I started out with a loan. Yeah.
$1 billion loan. Did one good season and then jump ship so the club will never financially recover.
Yeah, man. That's the goal.
That's my goal. I would get EAFC just to try to bankrupt teams.
Yeah, man. But no, I think that if more teams start doing, U.S. tours or Asian tours, I feel like with the Asian tours, they'll support anybody that comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like they just want the teams to come.
Well, specifically in Asia. And I would say this is the same in the MLS, right? Not as much in the U.S., but definitely in like places like Asia. They want a team that they can connect with on a level that is different than just a sporting level.
But think about anybody. Okay, let's take the rivalry out, right? Dortmund. Who can't connect with Dortmund? Who cannot?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they should be going out.
Yeah,
they need to be.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't. But, I mean, I do know why they don't. It's because they don't give a shit. The board does not give a shit. As long as they sustain revenue and make money for their shareholders, and that is their only concern, Dortmund will never be a top team.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. Do you not like money?
They have all the capability to do it. They just don't. But, again, all right. Your rumors. Well, let's go. I'm excited. Wrong. No.
Kylian Mbappe.
I saw.
You saw?
I saw Thomas Tuchel's response.
Listen. I think it could happen. And the reason why is because Harry Kane is here now. Harry Kane has put Bayern Munich. We were already on the map. We were already a great team. Harry Kane has put Bayern Munich on the map.
I don't think it has anything to do with Harry Kane.
What do you think it has to do with?
His options as to where he would go. He could go. Realistically, could he go?
Realistically? Well,
right.
If we're talking realistically, he's not coming to Bayern.
No. But Bayern is more realistic than a couple other teams. Like, so here's my take on it, right? Mbappe to Real Madrid seems like it's not going to happen now.
Why? Because of Haaland?
No.
Why?
Because I read there was like fallout. Like, Real Madrid is upset because he like basically was like, yeah, I'm coming, and then was like, psych, twice, right? So if he doesn't go to Real Madrid, what other logical destinations are there for him? Would he go to Arsenal? No.
I could see it.
Not dark. I don't see him at Arsenal. Would he go to Liverpool?
No.
I don't think so. But Liverpool is probably going to lose Mohamed Salah in the summer. So maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Bayern offers him Champions League. Trophies. And a spot. Mbappe would fit right into a Harry Kane, Leroy Sané, and Mbappe forward three.
Oh my god, that gives me chills.
That would be incredible.
Oh my goodness.
Thomas Tuchel has coached Mbappe, knows Mbappe.
Mm-hmm.
Completely fictional scenario, but I could see Kylian Mbappe ending up at Bayern Munich. My only thing is, how much would it cost? Well, it would be a free transfer in the summer.
Yeah.
How much would his wages be?
His wages would break our structure.
Right. That's kind of what I was. I think he earns like 50 million a week or something, or 50 million a year at PSG. No club, with the exception of probably Real Madrid and City, can pay that. He's going to have to come down.
A week.
It's like $1 million a week.
What? 11.6 million a week.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's not. That sounds about right. Because that's taken into account like sponsors and
how
and
much
all that
more
stuff.
money do you need, man? Just you want trophies at this point.
Yeah,
you have it all. I would love for Mbappe to come to. I think that, you know what I'm gonna say right now. Mbappe is coming to Bayern Munich. All right.
I bet you $20 he won't.
All right.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. If in this hypothetical scenario, if Kylian Mbappe was willing to accept 20 million a year, Bayern could get him.
Yeah, I mean,
but Bayern is also a very team structured, family structured club where, like, could Bayern Munich use Kylian Mbappe's photos, or would we have to pay Mbappe to use his photos? You know what I mean, with the imaging rights, for example.
I wonder if his personality type is for the team as well. You know, we don't do superstars.
Correct, but I don't. It's not. Yeah, I would say this. I think because Mbappe was never an issue at PSG before Neymar came.
Yeah. He
was never an issue at PSG until Messi came. And I'm not saying Messi has a big ego, because I'm sure he does, because he's the greatest player of all time. But, like, what I'm saying is, I think Mbappe was not the problem at PSG. And all the reports that you see of him were things that were put into the media by the state-owned media to kind of control that.
Yeah. I don't know. I would love to see him in the...
Could you imagine Harry Kane, Mbappe, and Sané?
Oh, my God, that'd be dangerous. And Mbappe likes playing on the left, so Sane gets to play on his right. On the right, I meant.
With Musiala in the middle.
Oh my god, that's unstoppable. That is unstoppable.
We might average 5 goals a game.
I'll finally be right. 5-0. Oh man, but yeah, that was. I saw that and I got excited. I'd pick him up. I'd fund his flight. I'd fund his flight to come over.
The $140 it would cost to go from Paris to Bayern or to Munich.
I wanted it to sound better than it was. But yeah, so but whatever. We'll see what happens. But unfortunately, we have this stupid international break
again.
So, but those are going to be good games for Germany, right? Germany versus Turkey and Germany versus Österreich. So that's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't really care for friendlies. I'll watch them because I kind of want to see how the team's doing under Nagelsmann. But
yeah,
there's a. Oh, never mind.
He's bringing in some new blood, though.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I definitely am interested to see. I'm interested to see, because there's nothing more disappointing than getting kicked out in the World Cup.
Twice.
Early.
In a row.
Yeah. So, we'll see. And
I was so excited for the World Cup in 2018 because I had just arrived at my new job and I was like, oh, let's do like a bracket for the World Cup.
Yeah,
and I was like, I love soccer. I've been following soccer. I love football. I've been following football. I follow it all the time. Like, here's the bracket that's going to win. And I had Germany and France in the final, and Germany got knocked out in the group stage. And
everybody's like, this dude doesn't watch.
Yeah. He's like, you don't know anything. I won. Yeah. I actually got the most points, but because I had France going all the way and winning it. And I did have France winning over Germany. But yeah, so I was excited, and then I just got like a little trophy that I bought myself anyway.
Yeah, I remember during that World Cup,
I thought we were gonna do good. Like I thought we were in it once.
18 or
2018 when Toni Kroos scored that free kick.
Yeah, against Sweden. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember in 2018, I thought we were gonna do good. That was when I used to work night shift, and so the game was during the day, and my plan was, I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm going to sleep during the day, and then I'm going to watch the game when I get into work, right? Mm-hmm. All day I'm avoiding spoilers, right? And it works perfectly. I get to work, I open the door, and this dude goes, dang, dude, what happened to Germany? They suck. I was like, what? Why would you do that, man?
Yeah. I might have to turn off my SofaScore notifications because, streaming it on ESPN Plus. Yeah. I get like a notification like 30 seconds before the goal. Yeah. And I'm like, ooh, that's so annoying. But also I'm like, but I don't want to turn it off. So I'll be in the Discord like, I feel like we're going to score soon.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Speaking of scores, though, so after that stupid international break is over, Thanksgiving we had. Well, is it Thanksgiving or the day before Thanksgiving?
I think it's
the 24th.
It's the day after.
I thought Thanksgiving was on the 25th.
It's on the 23rd.
Oh. So day after Thanksgiving, so Black Friday for our American listeners, which is a day where everything's like super discounted for our international listeners.
It's also a day where Americans will literally stampede over each other to try and get a TV that's $50 cheaper than it normally is.
But listen.
It's like the running of the bulls, just American style.
Yeah, running of the bulls, but with people, and we're trying to get electronics. I will be looking for that handheld PS5, like the PS5, where you can play on the go or whatever.
I will be looking for a new 85 to 95 inch TV.
Nice. Yeah, that's nice. Let me know if you need help putting it up. Are you gonna mount it or no? Okay.
No.
But I'll help you if you need. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking for that, and all of that. My in-laws are gonna be in town, so they better not bother me while I'm watching the game because it's gonna suck.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Pennsylvania in Amish country, so I don't know if I'm going to have service.
So we're not going to be able to...
I get good enough service because I've watched a game there before, where if I lay in this spare room that nobody stays in at my in-laws, it's my wife's old room from when she was growing up. So if I lay in the bed and I get as close to the wall as I can, I get good enough signal where I can watch the game.
That's funny. No, it's gonna be really good. But when we get back, though, It's going to be a game against Koln. And so, what do you think about that?
I think we're going to win.
Well, yeah. But, like, do you think we're going to... what was your prediction?
Yeah, Koln is one of those teams that has always kind of been a bogey for us. But what I will say is they're in 17th place in the Bundesliga. They've scored 9 goals and given up 23.
Yes.
So the fact that they've given up 23 is kind of impressive because there's like 5 or 6 teams, 7, 8, almost 10 teams that have given up around the same or more. Mm-hmm. It's just they are not able to score. They're tied with Bochum for the oh no, I'm sorry. I was looking at points. Koln has only scored 9 goals. That is the least amount in the league.
Yeah.
So what I anticipate from Koln is them sitting deep, really deep, and trying to play counter. And what I anticipate from Bayern is a relentless barrage of shots and crosses. I think Bayern wins 4-0.
4-0?
Yep.
You know what I'm going to say?
Either 3-1 or 5-0.
5-0, baby. I'm going 5-0. They've conceded 23 goals. That's ridiculous. Like, come on.
Yeah, but Union Berlin has given up more. Union Berlin is in last place. How sad is that?
Yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some. Or in their case, you lose some.
That might be like... They're going from playing Champions League against Real Madrid to just bumming it in the Bundesliga. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't understand.
We said that earlier, that, they would... This is their first time in a European competition.
No, you think it's because they're tired?
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
They don't got the legs for that.
I don't know.
But anyway, so I think it's going to be a long 11 days until the Bundesliga's back, but I can't wait already.
Yeah.
I already miss it. Thanks for your guys' patience for us getting this episode out to you. We had some stuff come up, but be prepared to wait for the next episode.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in 12 days, 11, 13, 14. Yeah. I don't know when I'm getting back, so
whenever you get back.
We might do a dual episode again with the Koln game and the Copenhagen game.
Oh, okay, yeah, I might do that.
We'll see.
But yeah, guys, thanks for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell your friends, follow us on Instagram, and see you next week.
Also, what we want to ask the fans...
Or not next week.
Man, we suck. Yeah. What we want to ask the fans, too, is go into our Discord server and post your Christmas wish list.
Ooh, yeah.
And maybe we'll randomly select 1 or 2 people to get something for.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's a good idea. And make sure you're wearing a Bayern Munich jersey.
Yeah, if you're not, you're disqualified.
Yeah.
All right. Peace.